sagot naman ni Senator Lacson. At tandaan po natin, partial Blue Ribbon Committee report pa lang po ang nailalabas. Sabi niya, etong si Senator Marcoleta daw ay ang trato niya o ang impluensya niya noong siya po ay nandyan sa Blue Ribbon ay tila ginawa niyang political circus ang pagdidinig nito. Ayon kay Senator Lacson, the investigation has lost its integrity. Kapansin-pansin po na hindi niya sinagot yung issue na walang major perpetrators na hold accountable dito. Pangalawa, ayon sa kay Senator Marcoleta, nakaka-frustrate that the BRC report was stalled, leading him to release his own minority report. Of course, may mga kasama siyang pumirma doon nitong January 2026 para ipaalam sa publiko ang systemic corruption involving kickbacks and ghost projects. Nireklamo niya na yung report niya ay hindi man lang binasa at dinidismiss lamang. Ayon naman kay Senator Lacson, ang tamang lugar para sa unauthorized na report na yon ay sa basurahan. Pangatlo, ang whistleblowers naman laban sa mga controversial figures. Sabi ni Senator Marcoleta, sa Blue Ribbon leadership, parang they're just blocking the truth by discrediting key witnesses. He specifically cited Orly Gotesa, who linked the money trail to Speaker Martin Romualdez, only to be threatened with perjury and subsequently nawala na parang bula si Mr. Gutesa. Sabi ni Sir Ernie, because Lacson is covering for the maletas. Oh. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, halata masyado si Ping na di ginagawa ang trabaho niya bilang senador in aid of legislation, kaya namimersonal na lang kay Sen Dante. I'm amused with how he covers the maleta gang though. Sabi ni Ma'am Home Diva, uy, nakakaawa din si Lacson. He was assigned the job to cover up and he can't do it without looking like a fool. Oh my goodness. So, bakit yung masang pinag-iinitan ninyo yung mga nagdi-deliver samantalang yung mga actual nagnakaw at yung mga actual nagbulsa, sasabihin ninyo walang crime doon? What? Ngayong araw na ito, pag-usapan po natin ang palitan at sagutan ni Senator Ping Lacson at Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Mabilis po nating pasadahan ang mga nangyari. Ito ay tila isang high tension na sagutan kasi medyo intense ang mga nabitiw na salita ng dalawang mambabatas. This exchange moved beyond legislative procedures into a series of sharp personal attacks and fundamental disagreements over the Senate's truth-seeking functions. Binuksan ito ni Senator Marcoleta ang ating topic dito sa portion na ito ay yung investigasyon. Ito ba ay stalling o political circus? Ayon kay Senator Marcoleta, binuksan niya ang konfrontasyon na ito at inakusahan niya basically, sinabihan niya ang Blue Ribbon Committee na ito ay puno ng indecision at complacency. Sabi niya, 8 buwan na ang nakalipas simula nung in-expose na 1.1 trillion peso flood control anomaly na hanggang ngayon walang major perpetrators na pinapanagot dito. Sinabi niya sa kanyang kapwa mga mambabatas, mahiya naman kayo, quoting the current president. Sabi niya, mahiya naman kayo kasi pinapayagan ninyo itong investigasyon na ma-stuck, kumbaga, ma-stall dito sa issue na ito. Sagot naman ni Senator Lacson, at tandaan po natin, partial Blue Ribbon Committee report pa lang po ang nailalabas. Sabi niya, etong si Senator Marcoleta daw ay ang trato niya o ang impluensya niya noong siya po ay nandyan sa Blue Ribbon ay tila ginawa niyang political circus ang pagdidinig nito. Ayon kay Senator Lacson, the investigation had lost its integrity at nag-privilege speech siya specifically to shut down the circus completely without any ambiguity to protect the Senate as an institution. Kapansin-pansin po na hindi niya sinagot yung issue na walang major perpetrators na hold accountable dito. Pangalawa, ayon sa kay Senator Marcoleta, nakaka-frustrate that the BRC report was stalled, leading him to release his own minority report. Of course, may mga kasama siyang pumirma doon. Nitong January 2026, para ipaalam sa publiko ang systemic corruption involving kickbacks and ghost projects. Nireklamo niya na yung report niya ay hindi man lang binasa at dinidismiss lamang. Ayon naman kay Senator Lacson, ang tamang lugar para sa unauthorized na report na yon ay sa basurahan. He maintained that the minority report challenged the preferred evidence-based narrative of the committee and therefore held no official weight. Pangatlo, ang whistleblowers naman laban sa mga controversial figures. Sabi ni Senator Marcoleta sa Blue Ribbon Leadership, parang they're just blocking the truth by discrediting key witnesses. He specifically cited Orly Gotesa, who linked the money trail to Speaker Martin Romualdez, only to be threatened with perjury and subsequently nawala na parang bula si Mr. Gotesa. He also defended the 18 former Marines who allegedly delivered suitcases of cash, questioning why the chairman instantly doubted credibility before he could even speak. Lacson countered by labeling these individuals as controversial witnesses, whose inclusion contributed to the circus-like atmosphere. Parang circus daw. He argued that their testimonies lacked the necessary weight to be treated as gospel truth, unlike daw the statements from the Department of Justice that the committee chose to uphold. Sunod, high-ranking officials, shielding versus lack of evidence. Ayon kay Senator Marcoleta, there is a clear pattern in this mumbo-jumbo where the Blue Ribbon Committee engaged in selective summoning to protect high-profile figures. He questioned why the committee refused to summon Speaker Martin Romualdez, Congressman Sandro Marcos, and Executive Secretary Bersamin, despite the Cabral files and witness testimonies implicating them. In fairness, hindi lang naman po si Senator Marcoleta nagtatanong noon, pati tayo dito sa publiko. Din pa man, sabi ni Senator Lacson, wala daw solid evidence linking the Speaker or other high-ranking officials to the scam. Sabi niya, ito daw si Marcoleta is reaching prematurely concluded findings that were not supported by the actual records of the hearings. Parang iba standards ni Senator Lacson, ano? Kasi kung nabanggit ng witness yung pangalan, ang testimonya ng witness na yon ay ebidensya. Well, ito naman ang panig, of course, ni Senator Lacson. National loyalty, ikalima, corruption investigation versus pro-China bias. Ito na po. Habang tumitinding investigasyon, habang tumitindi yung investigasyon, Marcoleta continued to push for the investigation of the 1.1 trillion peso anomaly, framing it as a duty to the Filipino people who are tormented by the looting of the national treasury. Lacson naman answered, may personal siya na counterclaim at sabi niya, Marcoleta had become obsessed with defending China. He suggested that Marcoleta's aggressive focus on these specific domestic corruption allegations was a tactic to divert attention away from national interests in the West Philippine Sea. Marami silang sagutan tungkol dito at mayroong mga nag-observe na sinabi, teka, nawala na yung corruption. Ang West Philippine Sea na ang naging debate. Ethics Committee, inept staff versus Senate decorum. Marcoleta slammed the BRC staff as inept and criticized the circulation of a draft report that bore a watermark of his name but lacked the chairman's signature, calling it a deceptive tactic to disown or disavow the findings later. He asked why Lacson was treated as too special compared to other senators when it came to following protocol. Lacson answered that his move to terminate the hearings was a necessary action to restore Senate decorum and end the process that had become a liability to the chamber's reputation. Ano sa tingin ninyo? Marcoleta or Lacson? Who made the better argument? Let's hear your comments. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Let me see. Magandang gabi po. Para dun sa ating mga taga-subaybay dito sa TikTok, mayroon tayong gift goals. I hope you join in. Kapag na-reach natin yung gift goals natin, we usually extend the discussion, but limited only to TikTok. Okay, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Marami nang pumapasok ang mga boto. Marcoleta. Wala pa po akong nakikitang Ping Lacson, but we would be very glad to hear kung ano po ang inyong mga rason. Kung bakit sa tingin ninyo mas rasonable si Senator Marcoleta o mas rasonable si Senator Lacson. Kami on this part is, well, ako, ang tingin ko, kung tunay ka na nag-iimbestiga, lahat po ng leads ay titignan ninyo. So kung may sinabi, halimbawa si Orly Gutesa tungkol kay Speaker Martin Romualdez, you don't say, there's not enough evidence. You go look for for additional evidence. That's the only time na pag masasabi mong walang ebidensya, if you actually actively look for that evidence. At kung walang mahanap, then that's it. You've hit a dead end. But nobody bothered to investigate Gutesa, nor is anybody bothering to investigate the claims of the 18 Marines. So, talagang magtataka ang mga tao kung tama yung pagtitigil ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearings, coming up with a partial report at ang dahilan mo ay Senate decorum kasi magiging circus yan kapag magiging circus po yan kung ang purpose lang talaga nito ay depensa sa ilang mga matataas na opisyal. Iyon ang totoong circus. Sabi ni Glary, syempre Marcoleta. Sabi ni Ma'am Michiko, sa page daw ni Senator Lacson, makikitang madami ang mas galit sa kanya. Aray, ko naman si Senator Lacson na sarili niyang page. Sabi ni Tatay Amik, Lacson just moved the goalpost and argued ad hominem. Totoo din naman, may mga portions dyan na yun na nga. Bakit daw? Parang pinapalabas nila na aggressively pro-China si Senator Marcoleta. Yung mga pagtitira na ganyan, pro-China, ay nako. Yung mga ganyan, they should separate that. That is a separate issue. If they think that Senator Marcoleta is in some way violating a law, andyan yung mga hukuman, andyan yung mga investigative agencies. Pero yung mga akusasyon that is intended solely to malign a person, dapat nakikita din natin. Ano yung purpose na ginagawa ito ni Senator Lacson? Sabi ng iba, parang pikon lang daw si Senator Lacson. But I think that, Senator Lacson might not be prone to things like that. It's more planned. For me, Senator Lacson really wants to discredit Senator Marcoleta to drive the issue away from sitting government officials or sitting high government officials. Hi kay Southside Story. Sabi ni Baby Mine. INC pa naman Marcoleta, lowest rank na lawyer, sabi ni Judge Carp, Justice Carpio po. Lowest rank lawyer. Para namang napaka, kumbaga, are we throwing ad hominems now? Are we expecting this kind of argument from people that I really respect or used to respect? For instance, with Justice Carpio, I respect his being a former justice. In fact, many of his decisions I agree with, not all, by the way, and I respect him as a jurist or former jurist. I do not agree with many of his opinions. Pero I think that we should draw the line at ad hominems. And the people who have achieved much in their lives, I think that they should maintain their dignity. So ako, ang tingin ko kay Senator Marcoleta, in spite of all the garbage being thrown at him right now, and for him, halos literally nag-iisa doon, receiving all of this criticism, he has maintained his dignity. He does give as well as he can take though. Sabi ni Kaho, arguing about the argument, Ping Lacson style. Elaborate, please. This sounds interesting. Sabi ni John, Lacson unreasonable. Siyempre, Marcoleta na yan. Yes, but I would like to hear your reasons. Hindi lang yung dahil pro Marcoleta tayo, dahil pro Duterte siya. But ako kasi sayang, Senator Marcoleta always prepares very well. And you know what? I've seen that. I've seen him. I have guested him twice on my show and he always comes prepared. Nakakatuwa. It's so much fun to see a guest. Pag binato mo, even if hindi na sakto sa punto ng pinagdidiskusyonan natin, may bato din siya. So, intelligent guests are often the best ones, di ba? Or at least the entertaining ones. Siyempre, para dun sa mga hindi pa nakakanood nung last The Spokes episode natin. natin. Panoorin niyo si Attorney Ed Chico. He's so funny. Totoo to, sabi ni Ma'am Home Diva. Marcoleta is like a dog with a bone. He sticks to what he's fighting for and won't let go. I know, like cat hair. My goodness, where are my cats? Abs, papunas naman dito. Suki has been on my desk. Sabi ni Ma'am Josephine, Marcoleta is calm, composed, and sabi ni Kaupe, Senator Marcoleta, kasi puro issue-based daw ang binabanggit niya. Sabi ni Sir Ernie, because because Lacson is covering for the maletas. Oh. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, halata masyado si Ping na di ginagawa ang trabaho niya bilang senador in aid of legislation, kaya namimersonal na lang kay Sendante. I'm amused with how he covers the Maleta gang though. He should discuss. Why does he consider, despite Orly Gutesa's statement and now the statement of the 18 Marines, why he still thinks that there is no evidence on Speaker Martin Romualdez. Diba, this is a fair question. Why doesn't he mention it? Sabi ni Perry TV, ask ko lang kung tatanggalin si Senator Marcoleta ng COMELEC. We have not discussed that. We have not yet investigated kung ano yung kanya. Gayunpaman, I do not see any pressing issue against him. There are accusations pero wala pa pong hearing. So anybody who says matatanggal na siya does not yet have any basis. Just because kinakasuhan siya doesn't mean he's guilty. Just because there is an administrative case against him doesn't mean he loses anything. So wag niyo naman po tulungan yung mga naninira sa kanya by repeating things that yet have no basis. "100% way para maimbestigahan ang Marines." Para maimbestigahan ng Marines. Nasaan yung ano ko? Oh, never mind. 100% way? What is a 100% way para maimbestigahan ng Marines? What can you say about People's Court? Do you know where you hear the term People's Court? That's yan yung ginagawa ng mga NPA sa bundok. They will hold a trial. Pero wala kang opportunity makasagot. So, what is a 100% way para maimbestigahan? Please clarify your question. Sabi ni Strictly, Lacson lang ang nag-iisang nag-imbestiga na sobrang hostile sa mga nagpipresenta ng ebidensya. On all counts, Senator Marcoleta lang ang desididong mag-conduct ng maayos na investigasyon. Sabi ni Ma'am Home Diva, uy, nakakaawa din si Lacson. He was assigned the job to cover up and he can't do it without looking like a fool. Oh my goodness. Sabi ni Ms. Rain, Senator Marcoleta, di basta puputak ng walang bala. Pinky, inuuna niya. Sabi ni Mavioso, ikaw yung sa face-to-face noon. I was pinch hitting for Attorney Karen. Oo. Pero I only had 5 episodes sa face-to-face. Sabi ni Ms. Rain, si Ping po, kasi porket matagal nasa Senado, kala niya, alam niya ang lahat ng binubuli niya, lahat. Alam niya ang lahat. Binubuli niya si Senator Marcoleta. Oh, please don't apologize, Metalingus. It's not you. It's PRD. He always has a way of saying the right thing. Talagang he can reach out and go straight to your heart. Sabi ni Altimones, di ba pwede gumalaw ang ibang senators to replace Lacson as chairman ng BRC base sa conflict? Pwede ba makonsider na conflict yung pag-ignore niya sa ibang witnesses? No, it might be a mistake. It's an error, pero it is not a clear conflict of interest. Kailangan patunayan o ipakita ninyo ano yung interest niya that has a conflict with what is being investigated in the Senate. Ngayon, if he is showing na meron siyang killing one way or another, that must be proven with absolute certainty. But remember, for what he says in the Blue Ribbon Committee in the Senate, he is immune from suit. Sabi ni Romeo 5660, Ako si Lacson, pilit nililihis ang issue. Ngayon, may 28 Marines na nag-corroborate sa testimony ni Gutesa. Bakit ayaw pa rin niyang ituloy ang investigasyon? Good point. Sabi ni Wenwen, pero umamin po si Senator Marcoleta na tumanggap siya ng 30 million for his Senate campaign. Kapag umamin siya publicly, kasi remember, allowed ang campaign contributions. Ang important is the reporting. Now, kung meron kang hindi na isama sa report mo, you have to correct the error. So, titignan natin kung ano ang magiging resulta ng investigasyon ng COMELEC at kung ano ang ikakaso sa kanya if ever umabot sa punto na gayon. Pero in the absence of any decision by the body, hindi pa tayo magko-conclude ng ganyan because the Constitution says no person may be deprived of life, liberty, or property, and that includes his reputation, without due process of law. Sabi ni Miss Candy Crusher, as head of BRC, dapat impartial siya. Kaso, tama si Marcoleta kasi parang naging manghuhula na lang si Lacson. Magaling pa naman siyang investigador. And oh, by the way, sorry Wen, kulang yung sagot ko. Anong kinalaman ng alleged qualifications ni Senator Marcoleta with the points that he raised against Senator Ping Lacson? Whatever his status is as a senator, right now, he is still one. So regardless dun sa mga sinasabi ninyo, panira yan until the court or the COMELEC decides against or in his favor. Hindi po yan kasama sa argumento. Hindi ba ang tagal na natin sinasabi, ad hominem yan. Argue the argument. What is the argument here? Diba? It's the Blue Ribbon Committee. Is it doing it right? Tama bang ginawa ni Senator Lacson o hindi? So, yung pagsasama dyan sa kanya allegedly tumanggap, ayan, ibig sabihin, dun kayo sa personal na paninira, kumakapit. So, huwag niyong awayin. Huwag niyo munang awayin. Okay lang, tama naman siya. May sinabi naman talaga si Senator Marcoleta na gano'n. Pero to argue that is, kumaga, it's not on point. Ang point dito is, tama ba? Ano ba ang nangyayari dyan sa Blue Ribbon Committee? And as a matter of fact, yung pag-bring up nga ni Senator Ping Lacson dito sa sa West Philippine Sea is also out of point. Inaakusahan niya si Senator Marcoleta na pro-China daw. O anong connection nun dun sa Blue Ribbon Committee? Inasabi ni Senator Marcoleta, Senator Lacson, gumagawa kayo ng partial committee report, hindi pa kayo tapos, hindi nyo sinasama yung mga matataas na opisyales, gusto niyo mawala na kagad ito. The point of the argument is plain and simple, the Blue Ribbon Committee hearings. Hindi kasama ang West Philippine Sea. Ang pagbato kay Senator Marcoleta ng pro-China is again an ad hominem. Sabi ni Home Diva, wouldn't it be funny if Zaldico suddenly comes out and says the 18 are telling the truth? Paano na? I'm pretty sure that he will do that. It will really depend lang on when he is safe enough to do that. Sabi ni Ral in 18, ang nagsasabi ng ganun, mga pro-America. Thank you kay Raymond Leonin. Sabi ni SCPK, kasi nga, di ba, ayaw imbestigahan ang Marines and ang DOJ, Ombudsman, etc. galamay ni Banks. Si Lacson ayaw naman imbestigahan. So, iwas lahat basta tuturo sa palasyo. Sabi ni Red, if you cannot discredit the message, discredit the messenger. Rotten technique of rotten politicians. Yan. So, ganun ba? Sabi ni Nelson, si Lacson daw magaling magpa-playing victim. Uy! Sabi ni Hirono, boy lihis yan si Lacson. So, I understand Senator Lacson's need for decorum. Naintindihan ko yan kasi gusto ni Senator Lacson disiplinado ang BRC. Pero in the name of discipline, titigil mo yung hearing. Trillion ang pinag-uusapan dito. Tapos he wants to, para rin once and for all, does he think he is protecting the president, the Speaker of the House, former ES Bersamin, by trying to keep the investigation away from them? Eh di lalo pang maghihinala ang mga tao. But if he allows the people to, sige, paano mo nasabi? Nakasangkot si ganito, si ganyan, and all that. Paano mo nasabing ganyan? If the evidence is slim, but it can be referred to other government agencies for further investigation, wag niyang patayin because the people really want to know. Paano naman siya makakatulong sa mga friendship niya sitting in high places kung hindi niya pa aabutin yung mga investigasyon sa mga yon? Then they have no opportunity to clear their names. Kasi pinag-uusapan na yan eh. Paano mo ano yun? At this point, mag-a-attempt pa kayo patahimikin? Hindi na. It gets worse. So, sagutin nila. Sabi ni Emil, Lacson, before starting politics, got tied up with Curatong Baleleng, played Mr. Clean mid-career, and now in his twilight years, allegedly became the biggest cement smuggler. Ganun ba? And now the staunchest protector of the biggest corruption in Philippine history. Well, when history gets written, his name will certainly be very prominent. Sabi ni Ma'am Nenita, ganyan yung mga pro-BBM. Pag ma-pro Duterte, sinasabihan na pro-China. O nga eh. Uy, pumunta pa tong si Owboy 824. Fake news naman kayo parati eh. Bye-bye. Uy, alam nyo, hindi kailangan magpaalam dito pag paalis ka na. You can just go. Sa totoo lang, papansin ka naman eh. Kunwari ka pa, di ka nanonood dito. Pero kailangan siguro para sa liquidation mo, magsabi na, kailangan mo mag-akusa. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, yung mga acusations na walang binibigay, yung akusa ka lang, fake news. Pwede ko rin sabihin yan sa'yo, fake news. Wala kang basihan. Wala rin akong basihan. Quits. Fake news. Fake. Okay ka na? Okay na. Nakaliquidate ka na, sinagot na kita eh. Makaka-liquidate ka na, game na. Pagka nakaliquidate ka na, balik ka dito at chikahan tayo kasi tapos na yung trabaho mo. Sabi ni Ma'am Ola, yung testimony ng kidnapper na si Madriaga versus 18 Marines, mas paniniwalaan yung kidnapper. Math is not mathing. Mas not mathing yung nagsasabing, they're committing a crime. Umamin sila to committing a crime. Bakit namin sila paniniwalaan? Dear, kung sasabihin mo the 18 Marines were committing a crime when they were delivering money, di mas lalong nagko-commit ng crime yung mga nagbigay at nagtanggap, di ba? So, bakit yung Marines ang pinag-iinitan ninyo yung mga nagdi-deliver samantalang yung mga actual nagnakaw at yung mga actual nagbulsa, sasabihin ninyo walang crime doon? What? Sabi ni Ma'am Annalyn, ang di ko na maintindihan is nag-privilege speech si Manong Ping. Pero nag-imbestigahan na pero nung imbestigahan na, nililihis ang issue. Alam nyo, may times kasi I really like the way Ping Lacson sometimes makes presentations. Pero in this one talaga, I'm sorry, I really cannot agree with him. Sabi ni Ral in 18, kain suka, logic. Sabi ni Cyrus, ang daming edukado sa gobyerno, pero nabobobo sila sa pera at nabulsa sila ng addictus na amo nila. Ang sakit isipin, ano? Sabi ni Miss Rain, kaya nga po nawala ang supporters ni Senator Lacson dahil sa Kuratong Baleleng issue. Sabi ni Sir Jerry, paano po imbestigahan yung 18 ex-Marines? Baka makalkal yung maleta ni Lacson. Paano po pag imbestigahan yung 18 Marines, baka makalkal yung maleta ni Lacson? Wala tayong evidence. Meron bang delivery kay Sen Lacson? Parang wala naman. Pero ang daming ang nagsasabi na because of the way he's acting, baka may maleta. Well, remember that remains in the realm of speculation, ha? Ting Fung says, hindi po ba same lang yan ng impeachment case ni VP Sara na let the evidence be heard? Hindi ba it will be heard na yung kay VP Inday? Pero kailangan sumunod ka sa proseso. Without the process, the evidence will not be heard because you are violating her rights. Yun ang sinabi ng Supreme Court. And besides, sabi ng Supreme Court, wala yung issue na yan, let the evidence be heard. Paano ba ginagawang issue yung let the evidence be heard? Nandun naman siya sa Kongreso, ayaw siyang tanungin ng mga congressman. She has already gone through an impeachment proceeding last year. Wala pa rin kasi they violated her rights. Yun yung issue doon. O ngayon, if they don't violate her rights, it's going to go in, it goes on to the proceedings. Ano yung problema ninyo? Diba? Issue ba ngayon? Is she trying to prevent people from hearing evidence? Ang gusto nyo kasing marinig is magsalita si VP in the media. Ba't niya gagawin yun? Para mabigyan ng notice yung kabila at makahanap sila ng something? Or they will try to they advance notice para bakbakan siya ng bakbakan before it gets to that? Why do you want where is this evidence going to be heard? Hindi ba tumutuloy ang impeachment? May ginawa ba si VP Inday to prevent any evidence from being presented? By the way, arguing for your rights is not a prevention of evidence. It's an insistence on the protection of the right to due process, which is guaranteed by the Constitution. Can't have one without the other. Sabi ni Sir Lauro, dati gusto ni Lacson humarap si Saldico at kahit sa ang Philippine Embassy. Ayan ang mga tauhan ni Saldico na mismong nag-deliver ng mali-maletang salapi with an affidavit. Ayaw niya paharapin. Nung una may sinasabi pa siyang parliamentary immunity or courtesy. While parliamentary immunity is designed to protect legislators from harassment or political retaliation, it is not a license for corruption or a shield against criminal liability. Hindi po complete kasi masyadong magunghab. The Senate can actually give immunity to certain witnesses. They're allowed to do that. Sabi ni Trip ni Red, ang weird nga di daw dapat paniwalaan kasi may ginawang kasalanan. Pero nung sinabi na ano ang kasalanan, di maniniwala. Ganun ba talaga? May corrupt pero walang name? May kasalanan pero walang may sala? But ayaw po ito pa siya gumawa ng separate affidavits yung 18 Marines. Hindi ko po alam. Hindi ko pa siya natatanong on that. Pero alam ko, dun sa nangyari sa NBI kanina, pinagbawal nila ng individual interrogations. Kasi hindi sila masasamahan rin ng lahat ng mga lawyers. There weren't enough lawyers there. Parang 3 lang yata sila. So hindi sila masasamahan and alam ng NBI yon, they will attempt to interrogate. Bawal po yon. By the way kung yan po ay custodial investigation, they're entitled to counsel already. So, ang tanong, bakit custodial investigation? Do you know what a custodial investigation is? That's virtually an arrest. So, they're trying to interrogate the 18 Marines separately in the hopes na meron isa doon na magkamali at gagamitin nila yung isang nagkamali na yon against everybody else. So no, to protect all of them, hindi pwedeng hiwa-hiwalay. Para sa akin, bakit kailangan paghiwa-hiwalayin yung affidavits kung nandun naman lahat ng kailangan nilang sabihin in the original? So you cannot actually compel that eh. There is no rule that says that must be held or that it is a right or that the investigative agencies can require that. In fact, you cannot force a testimony. So that is my question. Why are they trying to force a testimony? That's against the Constitution, ha? Sabi ni Dot, hindi lahat ng witnesses pinaniniwalaan at hindi lahat ng witnesses paniwalaan at hindi lahat ng witness pinaniniwalaan. Ano yung 1/3 of PH's money supply in circulation? Hindi ko gets yan. Sabi ni Right Mint, di man tayo same ng paniniwala pero gusto ko show nyo na the spokes with sa BNC with La Sherda. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. Hindi kami madalas na magkasama ni Attorney La Sherda ngayon pero okay rin naman ang ratings pagka iba-iba yung mga co-hosts namin ngayon. Mas madalas kasama ko si Ma'am Relly, si Attorney Barry. Yun. Ang madalas kasama ni Attorney Edwin si Kong Nani. Iyon. Sabi ni Dot, daming malala na problema na dapat atupagin, impeach Sara lang for almost 3 years. You mean yun ang ginagawa nila? I get it. Sabi ni Lyrek, thank you very much kay Lyrek. Sabi ni No Name, si Lacson di kayang tapatan si Senator Marcoleta pag issue ang usapan puro personal ang kay Lacson. Sabi naman ni Ma'am Jesseline, dapat po talaga mapalayas na si B. Sobra ng lugmukhang bayan. Sabi ni Gregory, fishing lang talaga. I think pati yung mga nagpupush na anong tinatago ni VP Inday, bakit di siya kumikibo? She was invited to the Senate and to the House more than once, twice, if I'm not mistaken. Hindi nga siya pumupunta sa ibang times kasi hindi naman siya kinakausap. Pagdating niya doon, on the second time, hindi pa rin siya tinanong. Why is it that the PR, and in fact, some of the questions here are reflecting the public relations people of the congressman. Why are you the one saying na hindi nagtatago si Inday o wala siyang sinasagot or is not willing to answer? Congress was not willing to ask her questions. Diba? And in what occasion did she try to prevent evidence from being presented? When you try to protect your rights to due process, you're already asking for evidence not to be presented. Sinong sabi? Even the Supreme Court doesn't say that. In fact, anong sabi ng Supreme Court? Pwede pa siyang filean ng impeachment uli. Oh, how is that trying to prevent evidence from being presented?